Alright, so in this one, we are going to be going over the kit for the newest Zenkai coming to Dragon Ball Legends of LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Very surprising that this is happening now, a situation where it's post-celebration here, but we do have it. The main thing they posted on Twitter was that he does have 2 ultimates at Last Man Standing. That's all we know. Honestly, this unit has a lot of baseline foundational things pre-Zenkai that are very good, with defense neutral, offense neutral, with cover only could gain, and even more so than that, his big cut that he has. Like, he has good baseline foundational things that make it to where his Zenkai does not need to have much. I honestly just think kind of like some extra damage, like, inherently, and then, I don't know, just stat increase, and I think this guy's going to be very good, because anti-revival, there's many revivals running around right now, and on top of, he's green, so he's free as hell. So honestly, I have a lot of hope for this character. I have a lot of, thinking this character's going to be very good, and he has very good plot equips. So without further ado, let's get into the kit. This is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. His main ability draws the Ultimate Arts card next, source health by 35% and key by 50 on that main. Gets cardinal speed, 20 tournament counts there, cannot be cancelled, and does go overall neutral for 20 tournament counts, cannot be cancelled. That seems to stay the same as it once was. Then applies one effect itself when battle starts. 80% damage lick, cannot be cancelled, reduced damage speed by 30%. Cannot be cancelled there. This applies till enemy combo is finished. Gets card draw speed, cannot be cancelled, and minus 5/2 strike and blast arts cost cannot be cancelled, and nullify abnormal conditions cannot be cancelled. Then the second unique applies one effects to self-lance character enter battlefield, source key by 30. 50% damage flick, cannot be cancelled, cannot be stacked. Reducing damage by 30%, cannot be cancelled, cannot be stacked. So they kept his big cut just a one-time thing there, right? Because it's next damage sustained, and I guess, yeah, no, it's that right here, this 30% here, it's 30-50, which stays the same, so they kept it as it once was, it seems, from what I can gather here. Has, again, 50% damage reduction right there. Nullifies actually downgrades 15 timer counts, activates 3 times, and does go defense neutral, 15 timer counts, activates 3 times every single entry, right? So that's 45 counts at peak. Then does have an overall cover change here on strike and blast, as well as, well, nothing else. That second unique was very bare bones prior to his Zenkai, and it still is because he got the plot equip to kind of fulfill that second unique. But continuing on, what are we going for here? Plasma effects self when enemy, plasma effects to enemy when performing a special cover change activates during assist. Seals 1 enemy card slot. Seal card slot can be used for 10 timer counts, and minus card draw speed 10 timer counts there. That's interesting. To actually increase a little bit of the second unique here, I was thinking we were done with it, but no, we're still going. Alright then. When he pops the revival, they do allow him to gain 20% health back, increase Dragon Balls by 2. Focus hero when faced with an enemy, 10% damage flick, 10 timer counts there. 30% on Q, 35 timer counts there, reduce key by 10 to the enemy. I mean, they add that, sealing thing is kind of nifty. It's going to be useful. It's not anything crazy, but it could be useful. It could save you sometimes. Then his new uniques. Oh boy, let's see it. Miter is a defense type, so let's see what offense and defense they give him here. Plasma effect self, if enemy health is 50% or below when this character enters the battlefield, he gets key by 30, so he gets 60 key, then he gets key by 30 in the other unique ability, and he gets 30% to cut pen for 5 timer counts. So if you're, oh wow, think of it like this. Let's say revival units, they have very low health in the pre-revival state. Let's say Pycon is in, and he's at below 50, okay, they're going to G4 off like a blast. Pop that green card, get cover and all. You have 30% cut pen, then you just pop that main into an ultimate. You're type neutral, you're going to either pop a revival, or let's say there's a type neutral unit that's like at like 70-80%, you're going to do a lot of damage to them. So that right there, and that can happen as many times as it wants, right? Yeah, that's actually really good. Because when he has that, yeah, that ultimate hits really hard. That's actually really, really prominent. Okay. Now, that's probably not always going to happen, but it's going to be pretty prominent, that situation where you just like can pop main off his like do a blast with the previous character, then pop main when he enters, and then just do a big ult with extra cut pen on top of that, or just spam strikes if you have like situation for that as well, which is interesting. Then when his character is last man standing, he draws an ultimate arts card, similar to X20 Goku. I think that's last man or when ally is dead, something like that. He does draw an ultimate there, so it's very nice for G4 to have that, as well as his ultimate does hit pretty fucking hard. Does get crit rate 50% there as well, which is very nice. 5 timer counts. Plus following buff effect nullify enemies destroy cards, so they can't destroy that ultimate for 10 timer counts as well as when that happens. And they're making him restricted in essence. Okay. Plasma X to ally GT or Fusion Warrior. This is the last unique. When this character is switched to standby, so he helps his allies here. Stores health by, wait, he heals his allies 5% with their GT or Fusion Warrior? Damn. I mean, you don't want to lead G4, right? Obviously, you don't want to waste a big cut, but like, damn, that's pretty impactful. 25 damage inflict, 20 timer counts there. Cancel attribute downgrades, activates twice. And then, upon this curve, when this card's battlefield, if there's defeated GT or Fusion Warrior battle member, just, I mean, run him alongside Icon, obviously, right now, you're just free to do that. He gets Cover Null for 10 timer counts. Oh, wow. Cover Null? Then you get the, let's say you make someone, like an ally gets defeated. Let's say Green Gogeta, he dies, right? Your Pycon Gogeta died, and then you just kind of enter, you have that cover null, you have the big cut because they're already below 50%, and you just catch them, it's like a 2v1, then becomes a 1v1, then that happens. I guess cover null's not needed, but like still a situation of it. It's pretty good. Then restore allied tag GT or Fusion Warrior health by 10%. Okay, well that's... This is interesting what they gave him here. Special move does do the same thing. 4% special damage inflicted. Gets another one if he lands that previous, or rather uses that previous, right? No, lands that previous one. And gets key back by 50. Cannot be nullified by most others. Green card is going to be a dash forward. Gives 10 counts of cover null. 30% damage inflicted. And then key by 50. Destroy all of your enemy's cards. Cancels enemy attribute upgrades. It activates 3 times. Then counts as a strike blast, blue, green, or ult. Then also has Blast Armor on it. He has Blast Armor on the strikes if you don't know as well. Then he is buffing Green Fusion Warrior, as we know. They told us in the reveals here. Huh. I read this. I don't think anything, bonkers, but I do like what I see with this. Maybe not the restriction I like, but I do like what I see with this cup pen here. They definitely did not go for the defense route. They kind of made him like an 8 Vegeta thing. 8 Vegeta prior to Zenkai was more just like, let's try to get some offense, but like it takes a little bit of time. G4, they made him, okay, here's some support. Okay, here's a little bit of disruption. Okay, here's a little bit more of this and that. And it's kind of just an overall unit. They didn't make him a one-hit wonder in some offense, defense, or, supportive setting. They just made him an overall setting character, which I don't think is a bad thing for G4. I don't think it's really going to be too harmful at all. Like, he didn't need much. Again, I went over this in the beginning prior to even reading the kit. He has the foundational things. He has the cover null, he has the neutral, he has the decent uniques that already exist. He just kind of needs an amplifier to be modernized, really, and that's what this is. I read this and I think about it, and I think he's solid. I don't read something overwhelming, but I really don't think you can see it as overwhelming here. You're seeing just a lot of minute things he's doing, but you're not seeing anything that's like, whoa, that one thing is crazy. I guess 2 ultimates can't be crazy, because his ultimates do hit very fucking hard, but anything crazy, I don't really see it. Maybe, I guess the team heal could be considered it, but again, it's just a lot of minute, really strong things. A team heal, double ultimates, card seal, cup pen. Like, you hear me say this, you're like, oh god, it's a lot of shit, right? Yeah, he has a lot of shit going on here. I would say this is a pretty solid Zenkai, pretty good. For an LF Zenkai, think about Jiren, Ape, and Bardock. Definitely reads better than Bardock to me. Definitely reads better than Ape, and definitely probably will perform better than Jiren. I mean, right now, again, this character is the most free unit that is going to be one of the Zenkais that's happened in the last few. Bardock, not free at all, because Gohan, UVB, Ape, Vegeta had to deal with Janemba, and it's just really not needs to be run, and Bardock Goku. And then Jiren had to deal with Omen after a little bit of time. But G4, this man's free as fuck. Like, you're going to probably try to run into, or try to run purples against him, but like, then you got Omen always existing as well. It's just a little bit spooky. And on top of, he does neutral. It's not like this guy's just dead because, oh my god, a yellow exists, G4 can't, exist. He literally goes neutral 15 counts every entry, 3 entries. That's 45 counts of defense to neutral. He's not going to die to a purple frame 1, 2 seconds in. Doesn't happen, especially with the Zenkai stats and him being able to be double Zenkai buff very easily with OG Tariku, because that's double defense ability. And Saiyan, it's like very easy to Zenkai buff G4. Like, all that factor, this is probably the best Zenkai that's going to exist within the last, like, 6 months, honestly. I can't see this being a bad one. Just from what I even garner here, not much is going on that's, like, big, but when you think about everything going on, it's like, oh, that's a lot of shit, and it's going to be definitely impactful. Yeah. this guy's going to be very good. Very annoying to fight if you are fighting against him, because he's going to run on a team that you could really just run mono green. Like, you can run like green, green, red, mono green, you know, green, green, yellow if you want to. Who knows? Well, it doesn't matter. And this guy's going to be, he's going to be a unit you see often. The actual menace in PvP. But really nice to think of G4 Zenkai kit. I'll see you guys in the next one for his showcase.